First of all, I just want to say that although disability isn't the most interesting and exciting topic in the world, I do believe that it's an important issue to discuss. This is because we all have disabilities. We all have things we can do, whether it is having a less than perfect memory, or being hopeless at maths. Some of our disabilities are just more obvious. That doesn't mean that we should be excluded or valued any less in society. I was born with right-sided hemiplegic cerebral palsy, which means I can't control the right side of my body very well. It also affects my ability to speak. I attended mainstream classes throughout my schooling, but was often marginalized and ignored by my peers, no matter how hard I tried to fit in. I had to come to terms with the fact that even though I was a normal teenager, who liked the same things as other kids, I didn't look normal. Therefore people would think I was stupid and would tease me. This painful realization forced me to become comfortable within my own skin, and attribute other people's prejudice to ignorance. I am now 21 years old. I've just finished my first year at university, where I'm studying psychology. Over the years, I have made wonderful friends, who support and love me, and have been incredibly influential in my life. Having a disability comes with its own set of challenges. Imagine having people assume that you can't understand what they are saying, so they talk slowly and patronizingly. I have spent my life trying to make people comprehend that I fully understand them, that I am no different to anyone else, and that I don't need pity. People often say things like "you are so brave" or "you are an inspiration." I usually roll my eyes in response to such comments, because, honestly, what else can I do? Lock myself away and be sad all the time? I just want to be happy and contribute to the world in some small, probably insignificant, way, like the rest of you, and to do that I need to accept my physical limitations. I try to surround myself with people who respect and value me as a person and don't think of my disability as an obstacle. Having supportive friends has assisted me to be secure in who I am and know that disability is only a tiny part of my identity. When people talk down to me or talk loudly at me, I have come to know that the problem lies with them, not with me. Nevertheless, those moments are always unnerving. When people think they know what's best for me, or talk to me like I'm an idiot, it makes me feel like I'm less of a person. I try to exercise patience and compassion when dealing with those kinds of people, but the reality is that most people don't know quite how to relate to a person with a disability. A few months ago, when I was on the train by myself, a man approached me and proceeded to tell me that I needed someone with me to look after me. Actually, he didn't tell me. He discussed it with the people surrounding me. Now, bearing in mind that I have been taking public transport for many years on my own, it was difficult to remain calm. I wanted to shake him and make him see that I don't need someone with me every second of the day. Instead I typed out, I know I'm vulnerable, but I can't let that stop me from just taking a train. The man just stared at me. I'm vulnerable in many ways and I don't pretend I'm not. I just have to always be more wary of the situations I put myself in. My inability to speak has always been my greatest disability, and when I can't communicate, I feel very incapacitated and very unsafe. I struggle to get my opinion across on a daily basis. I mostly communicate with family and friends by using a one-handed signed alphabet. Otherwise, at uni, if I'm going out alone and in situations where I don't know people very well, I use a very simple communication device. It is called a LightWriter. It's basically an electronic typewriter that speaks what I type. I use it in tutorials and to participate in group discussions. I'm currently trying out an iPad to use for communicating at uni. My education means an awful lot to me, because it gives me more credibility in society. I did my HSC over 3 years, taking a few subjects each year. I would sit for 8 hours and type out my exam answers, which was both physically and emotionally exhausting. Then again, I had very supportive and caring teachers, who would bring me hot chocolates and offer hugs. You may have noticed that I keep referring to people in my life, who give me strength, courage and ample support. This is deliberate. I want you to know how much it helps to have people who don't judge you by what you cannot do, but rather what you can do. I think it's essential when helping a person with disability, to do so with respect and patience. I think it's great that you volunteered your time to meet and help out some great people. Thank you for listening.